out of our hands now, though. It's in Mother Nature's hands, and we're on to other things, so.
You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back, everybody. I know I've been MIA for, well, one video in the last like 10 days. But yeah, it's been interesting. Got to figure out what the future actually holds. I am definitely going to keep farming. It will not be at Great Brook with my father. That's already been determined. Just got to figure my exit strategy and getting everything right. I'll talk about more of that in the future video, but figured I'd do a little check-in with you guys and show you guys really what's going on. Yes, I got some of my own ground as far as grass. I believe Frank's gonna take that off for me and bale it, and he's got a buyer for that. I told him to do what he needs to do, so we'll have some of that, I think, in the next week. It's probably gone by. It has gone by now. And my other cornfield, I don't even want to go look at it. So we got missed by all the rain, and I figured I was driving by, I'm going to show you. So this is what my father's corn looks like now. So dry spots, you can see where it's a little wetter or better ground. So that stuff looks pretty good, but then you get into some of the drier areas and, well, here you go. So it's tasseling out, and this stuff is I don't know, 4 foot tall, dead. That stuff's halfway decent. Keep in mind, this ground did not get manure this spring at all. It got it last fall, so ground that gets heavy manure in the spring seems to do better because it's got more in there, but it's all curled up trying to protect itself. But that's a plant that ain't gonna make it. So, and there's quite a lot of that in here. We'll do some walking and some talking. South of here, got like 1.5 inches last night. There's spots that got really good rain. Like I go into Woodstock, I was there this morning, and their corn looks great for a dry year. But look at the line difference. Wild, right? And it's just better ground. This stuff's a little lower, but this stuff you walk into, it's gonna struggle. It's building an ear. It's definitely building an ear, but it'll start struggling without water. So sandy soil, that's the problem you got, and it's night and day difference as far as what it is. But once it starts tasseling out and there's no water in sight, that plant's gonna just become nothing. So yeah, had quite a few farms already reach out to me and ask me if I can sell them my corn, because yeah, but I don't think there's going to be anything there, to be honest, based on if this ground that is much better ground than my ground is like this. So along with this stuff is not going to be very much fun to chop with a chain head. It's just going to fall all over and you're not going to pick nothing up. But that's none of our issue now. We do have to get the chopper to a good place, so that's going to be in a future video. Then we got to get the corn head to a good place. Whatever I do, I'm going to keep all my equipment. Somebody's already asked if I'm going to sell everything. No, I've built that as my own brand. We're going to go put stuff to use. I appreciate everybody who's already reached out to me and asked me if I want to go work for them or this and that, or tried partnering. There's a bunch of people that have reached out that tried to partner, or that have said they'd be interested. I'll get back to you guys. I just got to figure out really what I want to do. I like doing my own thing and building my own business. But I'm absolutely going to keep farming because, well, I don't quit. And I said I felt like I failed in the last video, and a lot of people reached out to me about that. And yeah, I failed at that mission, but we got more to do in life. So, and we got more to build, and clearly some years are much more of a struggle than others, and if it's going to be a struggle, it's going to be my own struggle. So that is the plan of where we're going to go and what we're going to actually do, to a little degree, to give you guys a hint. But I'm definitely going to talk about it more in the next video and in videos to come, because yeah, we ain't giving up. We came this far in the last few years, and we're going to keep pushing. But I figured I'd stop and show you what this is. Yeah, that's a failure crop. But yeah, where there's better ground or heavy manure and stuff like that, it just does so much better. So you come into here, like that's still good corn, that's making a good ear and whatnot, but not over there. So what do you want to do, Yanko? You're a farm dog. If anything, we got to keep farming so that Yanko can party all the time. That's what he wants. So, as far as some of spraying results and things like that, so the corn, I got some of the results back as far as the tissue samples. They looked much better on the actual stuff that was sprayed with Source. You know what, I'll bring that up and I'll talk to you as I look at it. So based on those tissue results, and this is the first I've really done tissue samples and looked at some of this stuff, so I'm learning as I go. And there's a lot of people that do much better at growing corn and have much more of a science. But so based on the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium percentage on the dry matter, the stuff that got sprayed with Source, where is it, is much more sufficient than the stuff that did not get sprayed with Source. So like 3.84% on the nitrogen against 3.41. Same with the phosphorus. There was a 6-point gap, and the potassium, there was a 5-point gap. So, which is wild in the same field. Yeah, there's a lot of variables, but so where I'm at with that is that field looks like this as well. Where it's rolling, and that gives me a little challenge as far as doing it. Plus, at the rate we're going, I'm not going to be chopping anything for the farm. Well, I'm not going to be chopping anything for the farm. People said just wait, they're going to need you. If I step in and I chop something and I do some help, then they're going to be like, oh, anytime he leaves, he'll just come back when we really need him. I can't do that anymore, because then I get put in all the hard times, and when they don't need me, then they get rid of me again. Then they complain, and my father says, oh, we don't need you. So the waves going up and down, up and down. So it is what it is. But yeah, so hopefully next year I can show you better actual applied of Source, and we won't have a drought. So I haven't talked to Amy and the Source guys about that yet, but we still got Frank's stuff that we can film and show off and do on that side of it. But yeah, the corn, oh, comparing that to that and stuff like that, it's just, you can't. So it's too bad. But alrighty, I figured I'd let you guys know where I'm at, what I'm doing, quick update on today's video, and then we're gonna dive right back into longer wrenching videos, life videos, traveling videos, seeing things, doing stuff, farming. So, and work more on the goals. So if you guys appreciate all that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I'm probably gonna go through some struggles in the next 5 years of my life as far as going out on my own, and hopefully we make it. But I know there's a lot of people that are either in the same boat, have gone through the same thing, or can relate in some way to what's going on. So, but yeah, being the younger generation, you can't give up on it, and you got to keep going. And starvation really ain't gonna work for people. So being a farmer and being a farmer by blood, it's what you want to do. It's in your blood, it's in your passion, and you just gotta make it work. So alrighty, that's some sad looking corn, and it's freaking hot out here. So I'm gonna get out of here, probably go back to some wrenching, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and let's keep it rolling. So appreciate you guys. See you on the next one. Have a good one.